I've never been a huge fan of Digimon. I know the bare minimum required to get by, like which are the ones that you're supposed to bang and which ones the cool ones are. This dude right here, DeviantArtmon, he's awesome. After playing Digimon World 1, Redigitize and the Next Order, New Order? Next Order, I wasn't sold on Digimon. The idea seemed odd to me. Did I rip this? The idea seemed odd to me. My Digimon kept pooping and I wasn't really comfortable with it. It's just, it wasn't Pokemon, which is the thing that I grew up with. Fortunately, Digimon story Dusk was advertised to me by many fans of the franchise as the perfect entry point for a Poke fan like myself to ease into the series. I was excited. Woo! This was it's warmer up here. This was a series of games that I could really get into. The Pokemon of the Digimon games. Thus, Digimon Dusk. The edgier of the pair of titles between it and Digimon Dawn, as you can tell from the outstanding use of purple throughout the game. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I didn't complete the game. So instead, I thought I'd give you my opinions on various intervals throughout my play sessions. And I'm gonna call it interval gaming. Should I do the Zelda clock tower, the Majora's Mask clock tower thing, like good, hour 1? I'm not gonna do that. That's fucking awful. No one should do that. I started the game with excitement, looking forward to how I was going to get sucked into the digital world and choose my chosen Digimon and go off on an adventure. So imagine my surprise when I discovered that the first hour of the game was just story. The first hour. That's a long time. That's a pretty big change from, hey dickhead, don't go in the grass. Here's a Pokemon, now go in the grass. So what is the story? We're playing as a girl, which I named Poopy, who was a member of the Night Crow squad. There are the Night Crows, the Night Boys, the Crows, the Adelaide Crows. There's an Australian reference that no one will get. The Crows are about to enter a tournament against the Light Fang babies, and they're gonna clash and see who is the superior clan. After a lot of piss farting around, we get to the tournament and find out that everyone is taking this far too seriously. As far as I can tell, there are really no stakes to this tournament apart from saying, hey, we're the best. We get one battle in the tournament despite being in the finals, and I feel really bad because we're fighting Angel Woman, and she's one of the Digimon that you're supposed to want to bang, and it's not okay to hit a lady. Nice guy, Liam. After more words, the plot finally begins. A big, scary purple face shows up and turns everyone's Digimon into eggs. That's the worst. I know, like, imagine if you had a pet dog and then a face cam was like, ah, and then he turned into an egg. I'd be furious. Our Digimon just turn into their weaker forms for some reason, and then we go and we fight that face, and we kick its ass. It was quite easy. And then everyone's like freaking out about it. They're like, oh, the purple face of doom. I don't know why they're freaking out. It's literally the logo of the Night's Watchmen. What are their names? The Crows. The Night Crows. What a crap name. And then, after an hour, the game finally begins. We're sent on our first mission to rescue Guts, Paunch, and Stomach. Awful names. This dungeon is the absolute worst dungeon I've ever seen in a game. Granted, I haven't played that many games, but in recent memory I've played Digimon Dusk and it's the worst dungeon I've played in that game. Everything looks the same and the random encounter rate is far too high. The battles are fun, I love the art style. Some of the Digimon are a bit weird. There's a mushroom with legs. This dungeon is a slog. It took up my whole second hour because everything looked the same, and it's a sewer level. Sewer levels have never been fun in any game ever. And no, sewer surfing from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time does not count. My Digimon, who I named Dickhead, digivolved. I don't know what it digivolved into, but it looks a lot like Mewtwo, so I named it Mutant. At this point, it is currently the powerhouse of my team, and it is carrying us through all the battles. This is the part where the game is picking up. We had a few side quests, we had some laughs, Die Hard reference. The hub world though was unnecessarily complex. I found myself getting lost way too often, and I think it's because everything looks the same. When you walk into an area, the name of the area flashes up, but if you take another step, it disappears. So you'll walk into an area like, what is this? Oh shit, the words have gone. So you have to leave and then come back. And then you see it. And it's just, I did that every single time I walked into an area. I don't know why they didn't just leave it for 5 seconds every time you entered an area. It just seemed to be unnecessarily dickish. But I'm finally being entertained 3 hours into the game. It can only go up from here. Foreshadowing. Okay, so side questing has an issue. Here's how it works. You go to the quest center, I've forgotten what it's called. You speak to a Digimon, he gives you a quest. He says, go speak to this Digimon in a different area. Which isn't easy for me because I don't know what any of the Digimon are. Go speak to Kyubimon. The fuck's a Kyubimon? It sounds dirty. So you Google the Digimon, you find the Digimon, you speak to the Digimon, you go do the quest. He's like, I want an L mushroom. So you go get the L mushroom, you bring it back to him, he says, thanks, now go turn the quest in at the quest center. And then you go to the quest center. I feel like it could have been a lot more streamlined by removing the quest center entirely. When you're walking in an area, you could see a Digimon with a thing above its head and you speak to it and he's like, get my mushroom, and you're like, cool. It just seems unnecessarily tedious. I've hit a brick wall. I completed all the side quests, so I took on a main story quest and I was sent to Loop Swamp, I think. I've also forgotten its name and I don't want to look through the footage to find out. I rock up there, crotch in hand, feeling confident and powerful and strong because I've been steamrolling people so far, and I encountered this purple ninja emoji Digimon. And he was powerful. I couldn't do anything. This guy was as strong as a boss character. I don't know why the angry face didn't just use 3 of these guys instead of that dragon character that took up 3 spaces. That was a cool boss though. I like the 3-space dragon. Hashtag 3-space dragon. RIP. I thought that this might be a rare encounter because I had heard that champions show up occasionally throughout the game as like a, ooh, he's a strong one. Kind of like a legendary Pokemon. Nope. I tried leaving and I encountered 2 Shellmons. What? That was ridiculous. I had to flee. And, you know, old DW never runs from a fight unless the person's stronger than me, so, you know, it was a pretty big deal. I, the king of games, wasn't powerful enough, despite doing all the side quests that were available to me at the time. And I gotta say, that's pretty annoying. That's really annoying. And to digivolve my dudes and make them more powerful, it's not simply a matter of leveling them up. No, you have to level them to a certain point and then level specific stats to a certain point. So that means killing a certain type of Digimon over and over until that stat reaches the required level to digivolve. For example, my backwards bear hat Digimon needs a whole number of beast Digimon kills, as well as being level 19 to digivolve. So I had to grind, but I didn't have any side quests, so I couldn't even grind with a purpose, if that makes sense. I had also taken on a story quest, so I couldn't cancel that either. At this point in the game, random encounters are pissing me off too. They are severely high, and it is not helped by the map design either. The maps are designed with a lot of dead ends. So often, you will walk down an area and go, whoops, that's not where I need to go. Turn around to go back and bang, you're hit with a random encounter. A punishment for being led the wrong way. It's a slow punishment, and it's a tedious punishment, and I'm sick of it. After about 2 hours of tedious grinding and very little progress, I gave up. I'm on my only holiday of the year, and I didn't want to spend 40 to 60 hours grinding Digimon in a game that I was not particularly enjoying. I feel like with this game, and most likely Dawn and Digimon World DS, the Digimon series was trying to be something that it wasn't used to being, which is more like Pokemon, which has worked to its detriment. If anything though, this game has made me appreciate the other Digimon games that I've played a lot more. Digimon World 1, Redigitize, and Next Order have retroactively become better games, because they were doing something drastically different. Having one Digimon follow you and being something that you're responsible for and something that grows with you is something that's actually quite amazing. And I've never seen it done before in any other game. And it means so much more when you're digivolving because it's like a physical reward for your progress. Plus that hype of the Digimon transforming and you having no idea what it's going to be, Oh my word! I like that your Digimon will digivolve after a certain amount of time, regardless of the actions you've taken, versus grinding in a specific way to get a specific type of Digimon. At the end of the day, I didn't enjoy Digimon Dusk, but it made me appreciate the unique ideas that other Digimon games have brought to the table. I'd like to go back to those titles now and enjoy the unique, fresh ideas that they were bringing to gaming as a whole. Because in the end, cultivating and enjoying new ideas should be what entertainment is all about. That and boobies. Thank you so much for watching Digimon World Dusk. Sorry that I didn't like it. I made this video in tandem with Casposaurus, who did a video on Digimon World Dawn. Check him out, tell him that DreamWhale sent you. If you like this video, like it and leave a comment letting me know what your favorite Digimon is and which ones I should jack off to in the future. Sweet dreams.